We all know that our emotions have the power to shape our lives in profound ways, sometimes steering us towards joy and fulfillment, while at other times, leaving us overwhelmed and lost in a sea of turmoil. But fear not, for today, we embark on a journey to discover how to navigate these turbulent waters with the timeless teachings of Stoicism. In our fast-paced world, where every day presents new challenges and opportunities, the ability to control our emotions stands as a beacon of strength and resilience. Just imagine facing the ups and downs of life with an unshakable calmness, a deep well of inner peace that remains steady, even when the world around us seems chaotic. This is where Stoicism comes into play, a philosophical treasure trove that has guided the minds of great thinkers throughout history, offering us a roadmap to mastering our emotions and living a life of purpose. Stoicism isn't just another ancient school of thought, it's a practical philosophy designed to empower us in the face of life's uncertainties. With its roots tracing back to the likes of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, Stoicism equips us with the tools to navigate the ebb and flow of our emotions, transforming them from unruly forces to allies that serve our greater well-being. So, whether you're seeking solace during times of stress or aiming to develop an unwavering mental fortress, join me as we delve into the heart of Stoicism's wisdom. In today's video, we'll uncover the essential principles that enable us to control our emotions, fostering a profound sense of tranquility in the midst of life's storms. Let's set sail on this transformative voyage, exploring how the profound insights of Stoicism can guide us toward mastering the art of emotional control. 1. Understanding emotions and Stoicism. Define emotions and their impact on our lives. Before we dive into the profound teachings of Stoicism, let's take a moment to understand the nature of emotions themselves. Emotions are the complex, often intense, feelings that color our experiences, influencing our thoughts, actions, and interactions. From the joy of a heartwarming reunion to the sting of frustration when things don't go our way, emotions shape the tapestry of our lives. They are the fuel behind our motivations, the source of our connections, and the mirrors reflecting our inner states. Introduce Stoicism as an ancient philosophy. Now, picture this, a philosophy that dates back centuries, a guiding light for thinkers and practitioners who sought wisdom and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Stoicism, born in ancient Greece and Rome, is precisely that philosophy. It's not about suppressing emotions or becoming apathetic, it's a practical approach to achieving tranquility through the art of rationality. Stoicism invites us to embrace our emotions as a part of our human experience while teaching us how to manage and channel them wisely. Highlight the Stoic belief on emotions. Here's a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that might surprise you. Stoics don't view emotions as inherently good or bad. Instead, they focus on our judgments and reactions to these emotions. Imagine anger as a tool. It's not good or bad by itself, but how we wield it can determine its impact. This perspective gives us the power to reshape our relationship with emotions. Stoicism teaches us that while we might not have control over the external events that trigger emotions, we do have control over our internal responses to them. This is where our journey toward emotional control truly begins, by understanding that our emotional landscape is not solely determined by what happens to us, but by how we perceive, interpret, and choose to respond to those events. As we explore further, remember that Stoicism is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Rather, it's a toolkit of wisdom that we can adapt to our lives. So, let's dig deeper and uncover the gems of Stoicism that can help us navigate the intricate labyrinth of our emotions and guide us toward a more serene existence. 2. The dichotomy of control. Explain the concept of the dichotomy of control. Imagine a powerful tool that could instantly lighten your emotional burdens. Enter the dichotomy of control, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. At its core, this concept is a compass that guides us through the labyrinth of life's complexities. Imagine this compass splitting the world into two distinct realms, one where we have control and another where we don't. Discuss categorization by Stoics. In the realm we control reside our thoughts, opinions, choices, and actions. These are the precious facets of our existence that we can mold and shape to our liking. Picture it as the fertile ground where the seeds of our virtue and wisdom can flourish. On the other side, we find the vast expanse of things outside our control. These include external events, the thoughts and actions of others, and the unpredictable tides of fate. Emphasize the power of distinction. Here's where the magic happens. By understanding and internalizing this dichotomy, we grant ourselves an incredible power, the power to untangle ourselves from the web of unnecessary suffering. When we encounter events beyond our control, say, a sudden downpour on a day planned for a picnic, our natural response might be frustration or disappointment. But by remembering the Stoic distinction, we free ourselves from the grip of these emotions. We realize that the rain itself isn't our concern, our response to it is. This separation empowers us to focus on what truly matters, our thoughts, choices, and attitudes. By cultivating the habit of distinguishing between the realm of control and the realm of the uncontrollable, Stoics invite us to redirect our energy towards our inner domain, where our true power resides. So, whether it's the turbulence of world events or the unpredictability of everyday life, practicing this distinction becomes our North Star in navigating the often stormy sea of emotions. As we continue our voyage through the treasures of Stoicism, let's explore how this age-old wisdom guides us in reshaping our perceptions and responses to emotions, enabling us to stand steadfast in the face of life's challenges. 3. Examining perceptions and beliefs. Discuss the impact of interpretations on emotions. Have you ever noticed that two people can experience the same event yet react in vastly different ways? This phenomenon lies at the heart of Stoic wisdom, the understanding that our emotions are not solely dictated by the external events themselves, but by the way we perceive and interpret them. In other words, it's not the event that stirs our emotions, but the story we tell ourselves about the event. Explain the process of questioning judgments. Stoicism offers us a potent tool to untangle ourselves from the web of these potentially misleading interpretations. Imagine you're facing a setback or a challenge. Your initial emotional response might be frustration or despair. But in the realm of Stoicism, we're encouraged to pause and question the assumptions we're making about the situation. Is it possible that our interpretation is skewed or influenced by biases? Are there alternative explanations that might paint a different picture? Provide practical examples of reframing thoughts. For instance, let's consider a traffic jam. Our initial reaction might be annoyance or impatience. But by applying the Stoic lens, we can reframe our thoughts. Instead of focusing on the inconvenience, we might remind ourselves that delays are a part of life, and this situation offers an opportunity to practice patience. By challenging our initial emotional response, we gain the power to transform a minor inconvenience into a chance for personal growth. Another practical example could be a rejection, say, a job application that didn't yield the desired outcome. Rather than spiraling into self-doubt and sadness, Stoicism encourages us to reevaluate our perspective. We might realize that this rejection opens doors to other opportunities or highlights areas we can improve. By questioning our judgments, we transcend initial emotional reactions and craft narratives that serve our emotional well-being. As we continue our exploration of Stoicism, we'll delve deeper into practices that harness the power of our thoughts, helping us maintain emotional equilibrium and respond to life's challenges with wisdom and resilience. 4. Practicing negative visualization. Introduce the concept of negative visualization. Imagine a world where the fear of loss and the grip of anxiety hold no sway over your emotional state. This might sound like an unattainable dream, but Stoicism offers us a practical technique called negative visualization that holds the key to this emotional liberation. Negative visualization might sound counterintuitive. Why would we deliberately dwell on negative scenarios? The answer lies in its transformative power. Explain the purpose of imagining worst-case scenarios. The idea is simple yet profound. By regularly envisioning the worst-case scenarios, we desensitize ourselves to the fear of loss and adversity. Suppose you cherish a possession or a relationship. Imagining a world without it might initially evoke discomfort, but over time, this practice weakens the hold of fear. This doesn't mean we become detached or pessimistic. Rather, it liberates us from the excesses of attachment and anxiety, allowing us to truly appreciate what we have. Discuss the role of emotional resilience and present moment appreciation. Practicing negative visualization isn't about dwelling in a state of fear. It's about building emotional resilience. Stoics believe that by preparing our minds for adversity, we empower ourselves to face challenges with courage and grace. This practice also has a surprising effect on our relationship with the present moment. By imagining the loss of what we hold dear, we gain a newfound appreciation for the here and now. Every moment becomes a gift, an opportunity to cherish the people, possessions, and experiences that enrich our lives. Think of negative visualization as an emotional vaccine. By exposing ourselves to controlled doses of discomfort, we strengthen our immunity to the anxieties that often grip us. As we journey deeper into Stoicism's teachings, we'll uncover more practices that empower us to transform our emotional landscape and forge a path to lasting tranquility. 5. Developing mindfulness and acceptance. Talk about the Stoic practice of mindfulness and acceptance. In the midst of life's hustle and bustle, finding moments of stillness can feel like a luxury. Yet, Stoicism reminds us that within this tranquility lies a wellspring of strength. The practice of mindfulness and acceptance, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, invites us to embrace the present moment with open arms and a non-judgmental heart. Discuss focusing on the present moment and acceptance. Stoics believe that much of our emotional turmoil arises from our resistance to what is. We might wish circumstances were different, harbor regrets about the past, or anxiously anticipate the future. But in doing so, we miss the beauty of the present moment. Stoicism encourages us to see the world as it truly is, not clouded by judgments or preferences. By fully accepting the present, whether it's pleasant or challenging, we free ourselves from the grip of unnecessary suffering. Offer techniques for developing mindfulness. Developing mindfulness doesn't require retreating to a mountaintop. It's about weaving moments of awareness into our daily lives. One powerful technique is deep breathing. When you feel your emotions escalating, take a pause and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. This simple act can ground you in the present, dissipating the storm of emotions that might be building. Another approach is meditation, a practice that cultivates mindfulness and trains our minds to observe thoughts without attachment. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and bring your attention to your breath. As thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds drifting across the sky. Through meditation, we learn to detach from the swirling currents of emotions, discovering a serene space within. As we continue to explore the rich tapestry of Stoic wisdom, remember that mindfulness and acceptance are not distant ideals, but skills we can nurture in the everyday moments of our lives. These practices empower us to embrace life with open hearts, fostering emotional resilience and inviting a profound sense of peace. 6. Cultivating virtues. Explain the Stoic virtues and their role in emotional control. Imagine virtues as the pillars that uphold the temple of our character. In Stoic philosophy, these virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, serve as guiding stars on our journey to emotional mastery. Each virtue contributes to a harmonious inner landscape, one where emotions find their place in the grand tapestry of our lives. Discuss how virtues contribute to emotional balance. Let's break it down. Wisdom equips us with the discernment to navigate complex emotions and situations, steering us away from rash reactions. Courage emboldens us to face challenges head-on, regardless of the emotions they might evoke. Justice fosters empathy and fairness, nurturing a sense of inner harmony that aligns with the greater good. And temperance, often called moderation, grants us the power to navigate the seas of desire and excess with grace. Encourage active cultivation of virtues. While virtues might seem like lofty ideals, they are within our reach, waiting to be nurtured and cultivated. Just as a garden requires care, our character flourishes through conscious effort. Start small every day. Identify moments where you can exercise one of these virtues. It might be the courage to speak up for what's right, the wisdom to choose your battles, or the temperance to resist impulses. Remember, this isn't about achieving perfection overnight. It's a lifelong journey of growth and self-discovery. By actively working on these virtues, you forge a path toward a more balanced and stable emotional state. As we journey onward, we'll uncover more ways in which virtues become our allies, helping us shape our emotional responses in alignment with our higher selves. 7. Practical tips for daily life. Provide actionable tips for applying Stoic principles. Congratulations! You've embarked on a journey to harness the wisdom of Stoicism and master your emotions. But what good is knowledge without application? Let's dive into some practical tips that infuse Stoic principles into your everyday life, helping you sail smoothly through the seas of emotions. Discuss handling common emotions using Stoic techniques. Let's start with anger. When you feel anger rising, pause. Step back and question your judgments. Is this worth sacrificing your inner peace? Use the Stoic practice of negative visualization. Imagine the situation escalating and its potential consequences. This can help you respond with a cool head, avoiding hasty reactions. Now, on to anxiety. When anxiety grips you, remember the dichotomy of control. Focus on what's within your power, your thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Embrace acceptance of the present moment, acknowledging that some things are beyond your control. This shift can free you from the grip of anxious thoughts. And when sadness visits, acknowledge it. Stoics believe that emotions are like passing clouds, they come and go. Embrace your sadness as a natural part of the human experience, and use it as a catalyst for growth. Practice gratitude for the lessons it brings. Emphasize the importance of consistent practice and patience. Here's the key: emotional mastery isn't achieved overnight. Just as a sculptor chisels away at a masterpiece, you too will craft emotional resilience through consistent effort. Each moment is an opportunity to apply Stoic principles, to question interpretations, to cultivate virtues, and to choose wisdom over impulsivity. Remember, even the greatest Stoics like Marcus Aurelius faced their own battles in mastering emotions. It's a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and a gentle touch with yourself. As you navigate life's challenges armed with Stoic insights, you'll find yourself gradually reshaping your emotional landscape, transforming it into a sanctuary of tranquility and resilience. As we conclude this chapter on emotional control, remember that you're not alone in this journey. Stoic Today is here to accompany you, offering insights and practices that draw from a wellspring of ancient wisdom. Let's continue our exploration together, discovering the tools to steer our emotions and live with purpose. As we draw the curtains on this enlightening journey through the realms of Stoicism and emotional mastery, I invite you to take these timeless teachings and weave them into the fabric of your daily life. Embrace the power of the dichotomy of control, question your interpretations, cultivate virtues, and practice mindfulness. Remember, these principles are not mere theories. They are tools that empower you to transform your emotional landscape and navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. If you found value in this exploration, don't let it end here. Dive deeper into Stoicism, explore the writings of ancient philosophers, and discover how these age-old insights can continue to shape your path towards a more resilient and fulfilling existence. Thank you for joining me today on Stoic Today. If you've resonated with these ideas, I encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more wisdom-filled content, and share this video with fellow seekers of emotional mastery. Remember, every step you take towards mastering your emotions is a step towards greater self-awareness and inner peace. Until next time, may your journey be filled with tranquility and growth.